Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with the spring cleaning warehouse sale. This is the big one. This is the one that you've been waiting for, loaded with lots of super steals, and deals. There are dollar deals, $3 deals, $5 deals, 10 and more dollar deals, best-selling deals, past Kit Club deals, all sorts of goodies in many categories. Even this bag, which was a caboodle bonus during the holidays, is in this sale, on sale as well. 2 thumbs up for that. So if you want to get your die cutting is my superpower to take on the road with you when you go to crops, workshop, or any kind of event, this is fun for traveling. It's a nice, pretty tote. Also, crafters, in this sale, this is the time for you to really take a look at your wish list. I also encourage you, because this is going to be a long video, take notes along the way. I will link everything below in the description box. Even if I have to abbreviate it a certain way, it'll still make sense. I'm going to put my links in the order of how it's presented in this video, unless I'll say, because it's more than one item but they're worth taking a look at in a collection, then I'll just put the collection. It's easier that way. I am constricted by the amount of characters I can type below in the description box. Okay, one more thing, crafters, which you're not going to be too happy about, but I have to mention it. If you did take a look at this sale and you saw something, yes, you really saw it. There are some price increases slowly happening on items. Increase is roughly between $1 to $3. It may be what's going on with the tariff and everything that's influencing this. It's going to happen across the board with a lot of these craft companies. A lot of them do business abroad and all of that. Okay, so if you noticed it, yes, it's there. Okay, I'm not going to go any further into it. Because I was like, wow, okay. Even on one of my own sets, I was like, oh, this increased, but that didn't. Seeing that things are increasing, if you really want something, this is the time. Things in super sale. These are items that are on the way out. Crafters, if you want them, this is the time. A lot of goodies in here are also great gift-giving items for fellow crafters, somebody you want to introduce into crafting. Remember, crafters, you get free shipping at 100, and check your rewards. Rewards at Spellbinders equals cash, so definitely check that. Right now, the April Kit Club is out, and I'll link my Kit Club video here. If you are going to get anything from Kit Club, which is open until the 27th of this month, do it as a separate purchase. So keep Kit Club separate. Anything you subscribe at Kit Club is going to be free shipping anyway. Keep it separate from this sale so you don't tie everything up and delay your order, okay? There is a super steal in this sale, so I'm going to start off with it. I don't have the item because I don't have a platinum machine. The Spellbinders original platinum machine, the large format, the one that has the big plates that are like 8.5-inch wide by 11 inches tall or somewhere around there. Not the new and improved, but the original is $99 from $229. $99 for a gigantic machine. The only thing that will not be included in that machine is the XL universal plate system. So the big plate system for it, you'd have to get that separately. If you've been wanting a large format machine, it's in my wish list. I'm thinking about it, but then I may go ahead and get the updated platinum machine because that one includes a universal plate system. So I'm going to weigh it out and see where I fall. Also, crafters, if you watched any Creativation videos and the cranking does something to you, Spellbinders has a new product coming too. They introduced it in that video. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's something you can attach to that platinum machine to just roll things out really smooth. It's like a longer arm, and the physics of it makes it go smooth. So keep that in mind as well. I am going to put a description below for tools and such. There's not a lot left of cardstock and things like this. I'm going to just talk about it real quick here. The Meadow Essential Cardstock, which gives you a nice array of cardstock, $5 from $12.99. Thumbs up. Same fabulous cardstock. Lots of colors in there. This is just the Happy Day assorted pack. Treasured cardstock is also on sale. So beyond the machine, some papers, gems are on sale, wax beads are on sale, a few tools are on sale, all sorts of things, okay? So I'll talk about supplies towards the end. And crafters, I do have timestamps in this video so you can watch certain segments, go back to it if you want to see something that you might have missed. First up, dollar deals. Dollar deals are a steal. These normally sell out fast. Then the 3, 5, and 10, those take a little longer, but Magic is on sale. Just this one word die. All of these sentiments are on sale, but Magic is $1 from $6.99. I don't have an example of this, but let me show you a sampling because all these sentiments, it's just a different sentiment. Here's a scrapbook layout with the word summer. So I could have maybe some Disney pics and then use Magic. That would be fun. So for $1, that's a great steal. The Party Balloons 3D embossing folder. If you want to get the coordinating stencil, that's a different deal. Just the embossing folder, and this is a 3D embossing folder that would use the universal plate system. 5.5-inch wide, 8.5-inch tall. Lots of embossing folders are in this sale. Towards the top, I always put a general link for certain things like bundles, card making kits are on sale. I'll put a link for just embossing folders because there's some fantastic deals with them as well. $1 from $14.99. Here are 2 examples of it. So super cute. Love the embossing folder. This is with the stencil, that's without the stencil. Works both ways. Love that. Up next, Dancing in the Rain. $1 from $21.99. 2 thumbs up for cute. Look at all the pieces and you get the cute little girl in her raincoat. Love. Here's our press plate. One of my faves, and I was like, it's $1? Holly Jolly Santa. Fabulous press plate. $1 from $18.99. Here it is on a slimline card. Love, love, love. Next, I can't find my example. This is Essential Hearts Die. $1 from $21.99. You get a series of hearts, nice shaped heart too. So this is a great little steal right here, or a super steal for a stocking stuffer gift for anybody, okay? We're going to go into $3 deals, and there are a lot of Hero Arts stamps and dies in the $3 deal section. Some are sets with a high price point, and some of them are just a stamp alone. Definitely worth taking a look at. So you can look at each category that I linked below as well, and on the website, of course. Here is the Christmas and December word die. These 2 right here, nice sizing. Here it is on a card. This is fabulous for scrapbooking, cards, etc. Love, love, love. $3 from $14.99. Winner. This is also like the Magic. So the Magic is $1, the word Magic. Christmas and December, $3. And then some of the other sets are different price points, okay? Up next, Crafters, Home Sweet Home. This is a fun little die set. You build this house, it has a fence. All the interior bits are there too. This is $3 from $21.99. Love with my balloons. Yay, you'll see this again. Up next, Crafters, Ciao Vespa. This is a fun little die set. This is $3 from $14.99. You get 2 sentiments in here, ciao and love, which you would put in the balloons. Fun little die set. So sweet. So for $3, that's a winner. Up next, here's a beauty I was surprised to see at $3. This is Let Us Adore Him. This is a better press plate that you can press or glimmer. So super pretty. This is $3 from $18.99. Love, love, love. I do have a step-by-step video tutorial for this, so I'll link it here, and you can start making these type of cards, and it can also be sized down because it's just a swag. If you want to put it in an A2, I just love it as a 5x7. So you can definitely get this at $3, and then my set is also on sale, and get started on all your Christmas crafting because it'll come sooner than later, right? Christmas in July is around the corner. This is the sale to get all those Christmas goodies. Lots of them are in this sale. Some Halloween goodies too, Crafters, if you love your Halloween like I do. Yay! Okay, Crafters, in my Ziploc bag, here's another steal. Not packaged pretty, but they are fabulous. These are the alphabet dies. So I have pretty much the entire alphabet. So Spellbinders sent me these that are in bags. I bought the rest. Now they are $3 from $6.99. You can make beauties like S for Suzanne, G for Gina, or spell somebody's name. Love. This is a great set too to do the beginning stitching. This was the first time I stitched on paper. I haven't looked back since. Love, love, love. So this is a great set, the alphabet. All the individual letters are $3, okay? Stitch numbers and more, that's on sale as well. We are now into $5 deals. There is another card I have. using bits out of this and I can't find it, I'll insert the photograph here so you can see how I took bits out of here for that On the Farm card. This is Picture Perfect Autumn. This is the die set as intended. $5 from 40. Huge steal. If you think you'd be interested in this, this is the time to get it. This is a fantastic die set. When it's now $5, this is on the way out. So think of it as last chance. So love. To go along with it, released at the same time, was this beauty. Autumn Scarecrow, and you're seeing me use the Halloween version, which is up here. But you can also do the very cute, sweet version. I'll show you a graphic here of what the cute looks like, because this is definitely worth putting in your stash. $5 from $27. Fun little die set. This can be used all year round. Just change the face, and then you have a fun little scarecrow on your farm. So cute. Up next, here is a fun die set. Over the Rainbow Dies. Love this one. $5 from $21.99. 2 thumbs up for a self-contained card that you can make for all ages. I could give this to a young girl. I could also change up the colors a bit and give it to an adult. Why not? Great card. Even the shape die is on sale. I'll talk about that later. This sentiment, which is a better press sentiment, I'm going to talk about now. I'm not going to go into great detail, but all of these sentiments, which are from the storybook collection, I'll link my video here. Gigantic collection if you want to see it broken down clearly and what's in it. There are 6 better press sentiment sets that you can press or glimmer die cut once. The font will look like this. There is wonder sentiments, magic sentiments, happiness sentiments, friends, family. Did I see Christmas? I might have seen Christmas, but I'm going to just put a general link for the storytelling collection. See if I can put the better press in there. But these are $5 from $24.99. Crafters, this is a wonderful better press sentiment set with lots of sentiments in each one. You can get 5 for the price of 1 at $24.99, and this is $5 each. That's a super steal. Over the Rainbow is on sale, but those sentiments, fabulous. So if you wanted to stock up on some of these fabulous better press sentiments, this might be the time. You also saw the sentiment here, and I have another version here. These 2 are on sale too. Not super sale though, but still nice. Up next, crafters, 2 more fabulous $5 deals. This is the Summertime Wade Pool, $5 from $27, and Summertime Vacay. I was so shocked to see this. $5 from $40. 2 fabulous kit club sets that are on the way out. Here is one of the cute little characters here from the Wade Pool. That's the ice cream cone or the hippo. So fun. And then Summertime Vacay. What a beautiful die for summer. Love, love, love. Deconstruct it and you can use bits of it as well. Here's another example of it on a newer Kit Club card. Look at that with the grounding. So super pretty. So it has ground, sky. You can deconstruct this set. Love, love, love. So $5 each. Super steal winners. Up next, crafters, skating into the holidays. This is a fabulous set. This is a very versatile die set as well. As intended, it will look like this. Gorgeous. Every year you could pull out this timeless beauty. This is $5 from $27. I believe she's on the way out. I don't know why, because I think she's great. Her foliage and that poinsettia can be used outside of. Love, love, love. Every year you can pull out this beauty and make a ton of cards. You can just do the foliage alone and have a lot of fun. So this is like a 2-for-1 set, and at $5, super steal. Up next, crafters, Everlasting Squares. This is now $5 from $21.99, a steal. There is Everlasting Circles. It's not at this price. I'm going to be covering it later in foundation dies, but this is by itself. I'm keeping these $1, $3, and $5 in their own category. You can make beauties like this, layer it up. Largest die is 4 1/4 inch. All sorts of peacock goodness and little elegant touches that I think I should just bundle it together. Some things are 5, some things are not, but I'll make it make sense for you. First up, look at this press plate. This is called Fabulous Feathers Press Plate and Die. This is $5 from $24.99. This is a fantastic one too. All your tropical cards. You want to make fun, quick cards for your friends that don't have a lot of bulk? Pretty one right here. So $5, steal. Next steal is this one, Peacock. The Peacock press plate is $5 from $26.99. You can make something like this. It will still fit on an A2, but here I have it on a 5x7. Love, love, love. Two beauties, lots of peacock fun. The Peacock Motif 3D embossing folder. This is the back of the folder. Gorgeous. This is $5 from $14.99. That's a steal for a beautiful embossing folder that just dials up the elegance quickly. Two border dies that I think work very well with the whole Peacock Paradise, Peacock die by themselves too. There is Timeless Hearts border die. This is $5 from $18.99. Timeless Duo dies. This is also $5 from $14.99. Let's go over this one first. Here it is with the beautiful kaleidoscope peacock, and here it is with the flower cart die. Isn't that pretty? It's just a great decorative detail. You can use it this way or that way, and you can still fit it on an A2 card or put it on a 12x12. Speaking of 12x12, I have a 12x12 video coming. This is my daughter at her prom. Second one. She went to 2 proms. Up here, that is the Timeless Duo. So when you want to have an elegant layout, this is a very elegant layout. This is featuring Rosie Studios Golden Afternoon. So I have a video coming with Rosie Studios paper collection, and there's some dies with it. I was so happy with all this peach colorway. Over here on the edge, I could have also changed this border die. I'll put the name here on the screen, but that's going to be regular price. But I could have also used this too. Isn't that pretty? And she had on a peach dress too. Look at the flowers and all the bits from Rosie's studio. Love. So here it is up there as a little crown. Love that. Yes, I'm having fun with the scrapbooking. Favorite die. This is Kaleidoscope Peacock. This is now $10 from $26.99. That's a super steal. Very easy set to put together. Very beautiful set. If you ever need elegant cards, this is the time to shop these steals because you never know when you're going to need them. You never know when you're going to volunteer for something. Somebody volunteers you for something. You have to make a really special card for someone. Thank you cards. Anything. This is a winner as well. This is also great for mass producing too with the layers and everything. Kaleidoscope Peacock. So pretty. Here is that embossing folder that I can't find. The Feather Flourish embossing folder. This is it. $5 from $14.99. Can't find the embossing folder. Sometimes with these sales, I have so much product and so many cards. When I put them back, I think I'll slip things in between, which I shouldn't because I know where everything is. But I'm working on my little system. Up next, 2 beautiful peacock dies. Peacock Butterfly, Glorious Peacock. Both of them are $10 from $29.99. Here is the butterfly. So super pretty. And here is the Glorious Peacock. Just gorgeous. And then the cameo frame, I'm coming into that because this beauty now is on super sale as well. The cameo frame is a super steal, $10 from $34.99. You also saw it here. And I also have it on this card. This is a newer card. So you're going to see a lot of newer cards when it comes to a lot of the foundation dies too. Isn't this a beautiful set? $10 from $34.99. Winner. It is a 5x7, but it's a beautiful 5x7. And you can make a shaped card that will stand up, crafters. Love, love, love. To stand up, just put a little slit right there in the back, okay? So super pretty. Okay, crafters, now we're going to go into $10 deals. I'm going to start off with the past Kit Club items that are 10 or more. Okay, crafters, before I talk about the past club deals, I saw this, which is part of the 10 and over. 12 Days of Stitchmas Advent Calendar. This is now $50 from $160. Also, the Crafty Advent Calendar. This was a big hit. $40 from $130. So some of this is still available. Get that while it's hot. First up, crafters, there's some caboodle bonuses in this sale, but the add to cart link was not active. So I don't know if it's a glitch. It's not sold out. I see the items listed, but I don't see them available for you to add to cart. But I just want to show you that some caboodle bonuses are in this sale. Here is Pip the Chick, and these are coming in at $8.24 from $10.99. Remember, these are the bonus items for crafters who subscribe to the Deluxe Caboodle Club, all 10 clubs. If you really wanted some of these cutie patooties, this is the time to get it individually as well. Look at this, perfect for Easter every year. This one, my little favorite, my little alien that goes with all the critters and aliens at Spellbinders. Just adorable. Love my favorite monster. And the party time cake, I don't have an example of that one, but the little frog is there too. He can be a spring frog or Halloween frog. So fun. So just keep an eye out for it if the link becomes active, if somebody catches the little glitch. Here are 2 large die of the month, $10 from 40. Colorful expression blooms where you can make beautiful flowers, so love, and pins and needles jar die. This is a winner as well. Lots of different elements in this one. $10 from 40, perfect for Mother's Day. You also saw one of the flowers here too on my little summer layout. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, crafters, here's the last set of $10 deals. It's supposed to be 3 die sets. I can't find a third one. I think I misplaced it somewhere, probably in a scrapbook.com sleeve with something else. So it's stitched sunflower, stitched pineapple, and stitched ice cream. Just envision the die set. I'm showing you a graphic here on the screen. These are all $10 from $35, and it's supposed to have a third one right here. This is stitched sunflower, stitched pineapple. Here is Judy's pineapple. Judy, I still have the pineapple that you gave me. Look at that. So you can jazz it up like this or keep it like this. Pretty both ways. Love, love, love. And here is the stitched ice cream. I looked for this so long, but I needed to film this video, crafters. Gorgeous set though. And you can choose to stitch or not. Love that. So all 3 of these are 10 from 35. Winners. Okay, crafters, at this juncture, I'm going to be coming back to this video. I have an appointment, so I'm going to go to my appointment. Then when I get back, I guess it's going to be more evening, okay? So don't be surprised by the transition. You can take a little intermission now. Up next, I am surrounded by so much floral beauty with Club Blooms. Look at all the different colors too. So fun. Club Blooms is a fabulous, beautiful floral set with foliage and all sorts of goodies in it. This is now 30 from 40. You can make a multitude of cards. Tropical, elegant, another elegant card. Notice that is perfect for birthdays and Mother's Day. Here, working with Better Press seamlessly. Also works well with Glimmer. And here it is with the essential squares for a Sweet 16 card. Look at all the different colorways. It's pretty no matter which colorway you use. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So you get all this foliage and all these florals. This is a timeless winner, 30 from 40. Here's a new favorite of mine, especially for right now where it's Easter and spring and everything pretty. This is Rain Boot Bouquet. It is now $20.25 from $27. So we're now phasing out from the $10 deals, but still a good deal. Look how pretty it is. Here it is as intended with the boot. Here it is with the bunny basket, which has been retired. And on a more recent card, look at this 5x7 with Better Press. Thumbs up. And that foundation die. Also on sale. So I'm coming back to this card soon, but gorgeous, right? Sunshiny, pretty. This will make anybody smile. Love, love, love Rain Boot Bouquet. Here's a fun set for birthdays. It can be geared towards boys' birthdays, but you can stretch it beyond that. And this set here can be also baby. Really, really pretty. Birthday Bliss Dies is now $20.25 from $27. Hooray, it's your birthday with the frog and the gator. $30 from $40. Let's talk about the Birthday Bliss first. Love, love, love. Look at the turtle. Look at the sloth. I had to make 2 examples. Look at those balloons. You can use this with any character down here too. Love that. So this is like a 2-for-1 set. Then, hooray, it's your birthday. Look at the little frog and look at the gator. Love, love, love. This is a winner right here. Up next, here is my personal favorite, Grand Tropical Flamingos. So listed in the description box below, I'll just put flamingos so you'll know that it's what I'm talking about, and I won't put the word die. If it is a press plate, I'll put PP for press plate, just to abbreviate for space, okay? This is one of my faves, 30 from 40. Here you saw it in the Club Along Crafting video at a 5x7. Here it is at an A2. There is the beautiful flamingo, and they face each other. Foliage, big flower. This is a very fun die set that can work in both sizing seamlessly. Love that too. Here is another card that's an A2. Here it is again. There it is as intended with the two of them facing each other to the happy couple. Wouldn't that be really nice? It's Florida, it's tropical, it's just so pretty. So 30 from 40 for grand tropical flamingos. The tropical friends, which is the toucan and the parrot, that's full price. That's not on sale. I know. I looked at it, I said, oh, okay. Honeybee jars. This is 30 from 40. Look how gorgeous this is. Ignore that part. That's a caboodle bonus. That's not on sale. And I don't think it's in this sale. I'll double check. So pretty. Yana has her new collection with the daisies. I'll link her video here. She has examples of using just this little bee here with the daisies. That's another way of incorporating your dies and stretching them and using it with better press. So check out her video. That's Yana Smakula, okay? So super pretty. Honey bee jar. Love, love, love. Florals. The jar can fit on an A2. Don't worry about that. It is sized for that. But I just went 5x7 because she's just so grand. Love it. Also another 30 from 40. Look at this large die. Classic Tales die. Love, love, love. The stack of books. The open book. This one is a lot of fun. This is the open book die. The house, the trees. I did use the trees with the on the farm. I can't find my cards right now, crafters. It's getting darker. But this is what it's intended to be, okay? That sounded so bad. But if you know how many things I had to go through to prepare for this, okay? If you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, or at least like this video so I can continue to bring you all this great sale content. Cozy Toes slippers. Love this die set. You get the legs and you get the different faces on the shoe. Santa, reindeer, bunny, penguin, just lots of fun, and a monster too. This is 30 from 40. Such a timeless winner, perfect for all your Christmas in July crafting. Love that. Snow-capped holiday dies. This is another winner. This is 30 from 40. This is great for your holiday crafting, but if you take out all this foliage, just leave the birds and the treehouse and the branch. The branch here can work without the snow caps, then it becomes an all year round. Love that. So it's a 2-for-1. 30 from 40. Fabulous set. Just love it, love it. And it will fit on an A2, but yes, again, I like to stretch it out on a 5x7 with something so grand. Alrighty, crafters, that's it for the Past Kit Club. Up next, crafters, I'm going into more dies, and this one is a fantastic deal. There is the bundle for the Propagation Garden Collection. Within the bundle, it's going to be 4 die sets, what you see here, plus the stamp set. That is coming in at a whopping, this is a super steal, $25 from $103.96. Yes, 25 from over 100. 2 thumbs up. Fabulous, fabulous. Test tubes with the florals. Here is one of the sentiments from the stamp. Look at it here with wax seal, and you get to build this frame. It's all in here. And this version too. This is the book that you just saw from Classic Tales. Up here is the Propagation Garden, okay? And I believe the Propagation stamp set comes with some dies for some of the sentiments. So this is now $25 from $103. If you decide to look at everything in this sale, you'll also see individual ones. These are coming up at $15 each. $15 each. If you buy 2 is $30. You can get the whole set plus a stamp for $25. Winner. Great gift giving to anybody who does science. Lots of bottles and all that. Flasks. It's been a long day, crafters. Here's another steal. This is Yana's Let's Celebrate Sentiments press plate. $10 from $34.99. If you are new to Better Press or you have Better Press but you didn't buy a lot of Better Press plates, when they go on super sale, this is the time. The large sentiments come with the coordinating die. Sentiments are your best friend. You can press or glimmer and then die cut. Down here, these sentiments can work outside the card or on the inside of the card. Really, really pretty, lovely set to work with. At $10, this is a winner. Let's celebrate sentiments. Here are 2 birthday cards with it. This is the same Club Blooms I just showed you. So fun. Everything here is on sale. And this is one of Yana's set too, probably on sale. These 2 beauties from Lisa Horton, A Little Hello and A Little Smile. This was a very popular set. You make a triple layer of the sentiment, smile or hello, and then there's the stamps. These are high quality photopolymer stamps. You stamp it out and then die cut it once and you get a bunch of sentiments. This was a hit when it released. It's still a hit now. I still use it. Each of this is coming in. This is a steal too. $10 each from $24.99 each. Thumbs up. Love, love, love. Here is Smile layered up. This is from the Advent calendar, those little loops. You see, Smile, it's the best medicine. Here is Hello, just by itself, triple layer. Here is Smile, layered up. It's your special day. Here is Hello by itself, just using that piece without the layering. Still works. And a little comes from in here. And lastly, here it is with a stencil. Hello, my dear friend. Isn't that pretty? Look at the variety of cards just from those sentiments. So pretty. Right here is staying within the collection, and then this is going outside of the collection. Still pretty nonetheless. This is a winner. It's a little hello sentiments. I'll just put hello S&D for hello stamp and die, smile stamp and die. If I have space at the end, then I'll go back in and, detail more. Up next, crafters, this is from BB's Cats and Pugs collection. Fun collection, a lot of oversized pieces, but they can still fit on an A2. The bicycle, though, is going to be a 5x7. So the steal within this sale is the big bicycle die set. $15 from $39.99. So this is a steal. There is the big pug and the big cat. Big pug is coming in, which is a cute little pug dog. $25.79 from $42.99. Price change because it used to be $39.99. Big cat, $25.79 from $42.99. All three of them were coming in before $39.99. So there is a slight price change. Don't be surprised when it applies to the entire website. I know, it's painful. Here is the 5x7 bicycle. That's why check your wish list. Get everything now, especially if it's at the rate that you knew it was before and now it's a deal. Or if it's a super steal and it's on the way out, this is the time. That's like my third time saying that to you. You don't want to get any of these die sets third party. You don't want to go on eBay and then you are going beyond what the die was being sold for in the first place. Like this is $39 and all of a sudden now you're paying $45 plus shipping and all that and you turn it into a $50-something die set. No, no, no. We don't do that. I've done that myself in the past and regretted it. So I'm telling you, double check everything. Enjoy this sale, okay? Here is the bicycle on a A2 frame. So it's just cropped and fit. And here it is full size. Fun. In a shaped card. Love. And there's a little pug. Now the little accessories, those are on sale as well, but I'm covering the big ones. Here is the cat on an A2 and here is the pug. So super sweet. The cat comes standard. These are the accessories and then the pug has some flowers on it. This is your steal, especially if you love something like this. You can tuck anything in these baskets too. Fun. She has the accessories for that as well. This is from BB. Up next, crafters, You Are Everything. This is a Better Press sentiment set. Is now $23.09 from $38.49. Love, 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 love. And I've been using it a lot lately too. Here it is in the most recent kit club. You Are Everything Wonderful. Isn't this a nice card to give somebody with the florals? You press or glimmer the sentiments one time and then die cut once and you get a ton of sentiments. I have multiples of this. I have it both pressed and glimmer, different cardstock, different ink and all that, and glimmered with different hot foil rolls. So this is a winner. Here it is also with this month's kit club. That's the clear stamp of the month and the wax seal of the month. And that's the 2D embossing folder of the month. Here it is with Yana's Daisies. Love that too, right up here. Here it is with the Fresh Pick collection from last year or the year before. Still a pretty card. Here it is also with Fresh Picked. Look how pretty that is. I love the Take Care Feel Better. Here it is with a stenciled image with a coordinating die. Look how it bumps up and dials up the elegance on something like that. This is a fantastic set, beautiful font, works like a dream. Up next, crafters, this is the beautiful Reese collection. This is my collection. I have 5 dies in it, and the Christmas wreath die is back in stock and there. So it disappeared from the website. It's now back in this sale. Thought it was retired, but they brought it back. Thank you, Spellbinders. So there is the starting die set, which is Build-A-Wreath. Build-A-Wreath is $16.79 from $27.99. This is the starting set. If you're on a tight budget, you can start right here and do a lot with it. You're going to get a bow, you're going to get twigs, you're going to get pine, 2 styles, you're going to get this adorable sunflower, some flowers as well. So you can build a wreath right here. You are fine making exactly what you see here. Just a little bit of ink blending in the back and a sentiment, and you're good to go. So this is the one that if you wanted to get extras, I always say get build a wreath too, because you can cut these out faster. Second favorite. Here is my favorite behind build a wreath. Garden wreath add-on. Lots of floral goodness right here. This is $17.99 from $29.99. It is a big die set full of fun florals. Love, love, love. And you'll see it in my examples. My third favorite, depending on the time of year. If we were closer to the holidays, it would be this second and then that third. Christmas wreath add-on. So happy to see you. I did miss you. I have enough of it though, because I do buy my own set when it goes on sale. Because when I run these, I can put like 4 of them of the same thing and then just run it one time and get 4 sets. It makes for quicker crafting when I have multiples. Plus, I even had a giveaway with some of these. Christmas wreath add-on is $19.79 from $32.99. I love this set. So many individual bits, and then you add it on to build a wreath, and it's like, ah, it's just fabulous. You get the tree that you can put in the middle. You get the poinsettia. By far favorite. Season's greeting sentiment, snowflake, snowman, ornament, and a bow. Then there is the birthday wreath add-on. This is $17.99 from $29.99. Love, love, love. Everything here comes together super quick. So there is the party hat, the cutest little cupcake, balloons, streamers, happy birthday, and a present. So instead of a bow, that one is a present, okay? And you get examples of it on the front and down here. Then there is the Halloween wreath add-on. This is the favorite bow too of most Spellbinders makers. $16.79 from $27.99. Look at all the goodness. The pumpkin, the witch hat, the ghost. Happy Halloween. All right, I'm going to start off with Halloween first because I just want to move that out the way and then we go into everything else. Here's another example of the Halloween card, but look at all the goodness. This has a lot of what's in here. So fun. There is build a wreath in the back. Here is mixed with Nicole's needlework collection. Here are my bats. That's my twig in black. That's from Build a Wreath. And then that's here from the Halloween. And look at this Halloween card. That has a light, a pear blossom light. Look at that, because it's getting darker. So I think you can see that for sure. So fun. I love this. And you can mix, match, and play. You could bring Nicole's pumpkin that looks like this and use my hat or go into Nicole's hat. You see the difference? Mix, match, and play within your sets. These are all bits that you can do that with, okay? But it's not so over the top that you get confused and lost. Let's take a look at some garden wreath examples, because right now at this time of the year, this is a good time for garden wreath. Here is a recent example from the International Sentiments. That's a fun collection. And this was the first time I've ever made it into a wreath of just my flowers. The base I'm using for the wreath is this one. So I do have it laid down here in green cardstock. Then I just covered it with my flowers. I think this is fun. This was me playing with the color wheel cardstock when it first came out. So I'd love to explore this again. It's a lot of flowers, but I have multiple. So I just cut a bunch and I'm ready to go. And here it is, just framing a sentiment. So you can use it as a swag too. So pretty. Here it is on Better Press when you want to add a swag or an accent. Fabulous on Better Press. It works very well with Better Press and Glimmer. Love. Look at that. Happy 25th birthday. Happy birthday. You can pre-cut a bunch of these and just have them ready to go. So when an occasion comes up like a birthday, there you go. Best wishes. Another birthday card. Look at this beauty. And lastly, here it is as a swag on a shaped card. Here I curled the flowers. Here I didn't. It works both ways. Here's some more curling. Up next, crafters, birthday wreath add-on. This one is $17.99 from $29.99. And I talked about all the bits in here. You saw it earlier here with the balloons on that up house. So fun. You also saw it earlier here with the $1 embossing folder. And here it is again with the cupcakes. I love the cupcake. I really do. So just putting 4 cupcakes in a sentiment card done. Here it is stacking the cupcakes because I've never done it this way. And I thought that was fun too. Here's just using the streamers alone. Just this bit on a glimmered background. Here is the balloons on a shaped card with Better Press. And this is a masculine card. And it opens up like so. Here is the little party hats and those balloons. I like stacking the balloons. I think that's fun. And here's a cupcake alone. Fun, fun, fun. Love birthday wreath add-on. And lastly, crafters, Christmas wreath add-on. Here it is with a combination of build a wreath using this foliage right here and some pine. I have a few things going on here. My poinsettia, my snowflakes, the sentiment, the snowman, all from Christmas wreath add-on. And then here's the base with the ornament with the Beads of Friendship collection with the hand. Love that. Some of it is on sale in this sale too if you've been wanting Beads of Friendship, okay? Also, what you saw earlier, what I have a step-by-step tutorial for. Here it is as a swag. Could you have tightened this and made it into a full wreath? Yes. This is a more deconstructed version of the flower wreath, but this would be very pretty around the holidays. So that's it for my collection. Tight budget, stay here. You want to have fun? Do the Christmas wreath add-on. Do the garden wreath add-on too. The birthday is fun as well. And Halloween. Up next, these die sets have to be in their large scrapbook.com storage envelopes because there's so many dies. These are on sale. This is not on sale, but I'm showing it to you because you might not know it existed. This is the new spring felt stitch and create. There is the felt carrot, so sweet, and the felt cozy cluck dies with the chicken. Here is my twig and here is my florals. And notice, crafters, I'm not stitching and making a plushie. I'm just stitching on paper and using the felt, but you don't have to. Nicole's 4 released about 8 of these dies last year, and they are fabulous dies. Some of them are on sale. This one is not on sale. Felt Forest Fox, but the felt Snowy Owl. This is $25.79 from $42.99. Here is the felt Autumn Acorn, also $25.79. Here it is stitched on paper. No felt at all, so you don't have to have felt to get this collection and have fun with it. This is on an A2 sizing too. It's a gorgeous die, lots of detail, lots of fun. Here is the felt Pumpkin Lane House, $25.79 from $42.99. Great sizing, perfect for fall. Here is the felt Snowman Star. This is stitched on felt, but still paper in the back. So you can merge felt and paper and it's quite fine. This is also $25.79 from $42.99. And then gingerbread. Look at the gingerbread. Here is the cardstock and then here is the stitch gingerbread. I can just layer these two together and then make him nice and sturdy to put on a card. Also $25.79. Okay, crafters, now I'm going to go into foundation dies. If you are new to card making and you find it difficult, foundation dies are your best friend to get you through. That's how I learned all of this, was playing with the foundation dies, and Spellbinders gives you a nice wide array of them to have lots of fun with, to help with your projects, to help straighten out your glimmer image, better press image, and I'll show you what I mean with that. It gives you a great foundation. Sometimes it's a great starting point too. Interesting shape. Just have fun with it. Learn, create, and grow by using these foundation dies, okay? So that's why I always love to take a moment with them because they are your best friend, especially when you're in a crunch. A tag is a good foundation die as well, used on its own or layered on a card. This is copper plate, gift tag, press plate, and die. This is $10.19 from $16.99. So it does have press plates. I normally just use the tag because it's so fabulous. Here I have it with the new Gorgeous You collection. I'll link my video here. Look how pretty that is. And it's an asymmetrical die too. Here it is with Simon Hurley's latest collection and his new solar spray. Love that. Here it is with the advent calendar that I showed you, also on sale with the hot air balloon. You can use it for Christmas tags, Halloween tags, Christmas again, or penguin. It's a fun die set that works with all these sizes. I love that it goes wide in the middle so you have room. I find that it frames everything nicely. That's why I reach for it over and over again. Lovely little nail polish. So fun. So copper plate gift tag winner. Up next, two of my favorites, and I like to talk about them both at the same time. These are newer foundation die sets. Perfect Touch is $16.79 from $27.99. Starshine Background is $17.99 from $29.99. 7 dies in this set, 2 dies in this set. This is great for texture and interest in your background. They work well together. This is just sublime. You can layer this up. You can do 3 layers in. I'll show you some examples. I have used this one too many times. For a brand new die set, I have made multiple of cards with this, even with new releases. Perfect Touch Rectangle, largest dies in A2. Here it is with Father's Day from last month. 2 layers of it. Did I forget to tell you that it works very well on masculine cards? Fabulous. Here it is with the Jump for Joy collection. This is a brand new collection. So this is a video coming with the Jump for Joy stencil. Look how pretty that is. Here it is on the outside and precision layering on the inside. Here is 2 layers of it, and this is from the Field Notes collection. That's a new video I have. I can't link it though because I think I'm out of links, but fabulous. Look at the new mini wax seal too. That's also new this month. 2 layers and a different foundation die for this boy's card. Here it is working with Better Press. Because it has such delicate detail, it just adds a little texture, nothing over the top. Here it is again, layered up with a wax seal. Love that. Here it is again, 2 layers of it with a stencil and a wax seal. Thumbs up. And lastly, here it is on a clean card. You can create that amount of space, just go from here to here, and then put something in the middle. This is a stamped image of a wreath. So lots of versatility with Perfect Touch rectangles. $16.79 from $27.99. Winner! So the sister to Perfect Touch rectangles is Starshine, $17.99 from $29.99. You saw it before here with the cute little chick. Here it is on Yana's Daisy collection. Look how pretty it is here. This is without dry embossing. This is with dry embossing. After you die cut it, you just put it back in your machine with that flexible embossing mat and follow the instructions on your machine. I'm using the universal plate system for this. Outside here, Perfect Touch right there. And another one of those new little mini wax beads. Love, love, love. Look at that font. That is new too from Yana. Here it is with collaged bird. This is a new collection as well. Out here, Perfect Touch, and inside, Starshine. Both of these images are Better Press, just adding a little bit more oomph and fun. Here it is, double layer of the Starshine. You see the 2 layers? Isn't that fun? That's from the Advent calendar too. Here it is when I first got it. So you see how it looks flat here? But if you are in a rush and you don't have time to dry emboss, do it like this. If you're mass producing a lot of cards, just run it through like a standard die. If you have time, then you can come into this minute or so to do it. So if you want to just skip that part, it looks fine if you skip that part because you still get so much beautiful texture. You saw it here on the bicycle, and here it is with the dry embossing with a Better Press image as well. So fun. And here are my florals with it. This is Justine's Farm collection. So super cute. These 2 are by far winners. Nested postage label and tag dies. Love this one too. Largest die is an A2. The second die coming in has a stitch detail and it repeats. Here it is on the current Better Press of the month. See the detail out here? See the stitch detail here for the Better Press part? Love. Here it is again with Yana's Daisies. Both images here are Better Press, but you see how it adds a little interest to it? And I love to have the sentiment popping up too. Love, love, love. And not a lot of bulk, okay? Here it is with a stenciled image for some fun. This is also from the Advent calendar. So you're seeing a few Advent calendar goodies in this video as well. Look at all that detail. Perfect Touch on the outside. So fun. And here is You Are Everything sentiments right there. You saw it earlier here. So pretty with the shoes and the detail on the outside. Here it is, layered up. So fun. Here it is again, layered up. So I like to do it double layers. Lately, I've been doing it a single layer like so, but double layer is fun. That's double layer as well. Let me show you this one. So this is with a stamped image, only one stamped image and a little stamp here, but lots of interest going on here. This is an easel card. So even on the inside, I'm using that tag in the center, this right here, and stamping a sentiment as well. Love that. If you have a little small stamped image, this by itself on an A2 is a lot of white space. Here I have it layered up, and I think this is fun. Just absolute fun. Look at all the pink goodness. And here it is with pattern paper, still looking like fun. So this is a great little die set. If you have a lot of pattern paper and you want to make cards with them and you struggle with it, this is a great one for that. Look at the layers and interest in it. It's postage, so it looks like it's mailed. This is trendy right now, but I like it as a timeless piece anyway. I think it's fun. Up next, here is the trifecta of foundation dies. All 3 dies here are an A2 with the largest die, 4 1/4, 5 1/2 inch. There is arch labels and tag, scallop labels and tag, fresh picked labels and tag dies. All 3 sets are $17.99 from $29.99. So that's a great deal. You get 14 dies in this one, 11 in this one, and 10 in this one. Here is a great example of the arch label. So love. Here it is layered up for the holidays. Here it is in a shaker. So you just use 2 layers and you can create a nice shaker frame and have your goodies in there. A better press image and a stamped image. Love that. And here it is doing double duty as a shaped card and also cutting out a window with one of these dies. Love, love, love. And you get this fun tag with a matting layer on the inside. Love. Up next, scallop labels and tag die. You saw this earlier with the hello sentiment. So that's a stencil. Here it is, which is so fun as a tag itself. Coming into one of these layers, and then I just use my crocodile, punch a little circle, and then put an eyelet through it. This is so fun with Justine's Farm. And here it is with a stamped image, using the tag there for the sentiment and turning it into a shaker, like so. And also an easel. You can tell I had lots of fun with this one. So everything started from this little stamp image and turned into all of this. But this is a fun birthday card for any age. Love that. I love the scallop detail on the top and then the line down here at the bottom. It's just nice to layer up. Love, love, love. And lastly, in this set, fresh picked labels. Here it is as a great little background. When you look at this card, your eye line goes here instead of out here. So having a foundation die will quiet the busyness in the back, but I love the busyness in the back. I just don't want the image up here competing with the back. So I like to use a foundation die to break the two and then put a sentiment. Here are 2 cards using the same embossing folder, 2 completely different stories. Halloween, and then here is one of Yana's better press sets with the beautiful floral and a wax seal. So you see, I raised this one up and put the witch there, and then this one is on the level and then wrapping seal twine around it. Love that too. I'll let you know if seal twine is on sale because I've been talking about that one a lot lately too. And lastly, here it is on a larger card, making a window with the Tunnel Clouds die, which I'm about to go into as well, and some of my dies for the floral accent. Love. Okay, crafters, so you just saw that little tunnel cloud I was talking about. Here it is. This is from the Tunnelscapes collection. A lot of it is on sale. I'm going to talk about the foundation dies out of it because these are classic winners. When I first saw this, I did think of it limited towards what it had in it. Like, this is just for outside. This is just for underwater. This is just for florals, and I kind of stayed there in the beginning, but then I decided to branch out. I have been having fun with it lately too. So there is Tunnel Clouds dies, Underwater Tunnel dies, and Rainbow Slice dies. All 3 are $19.79 each from $32.99 each. You're going to have a big savings compared to buying it at full price. Tunnel Clouds comes with some clouds, sun, moon. Here, Underwater Tunnel, Marine Life. Here, Rainbow Slice, florals, and all the goodness. Love, love, love. From the Little Smiles collection, this is my daughter Gina as a baby in a card. So love. I'm using here the largest die and using that beautiful stork and the little baby. This is an adorable collection. Wish I could link it, but I think I'm out of links. You can see it when you open up my channel. This is one of the newer videos. Look how fabulous this is. So I'm just using this. But if I didn't have a cloud stencil background, I could also use this. And I could bring the sun in here or put it on the outside. Look at those little stars. Adorable. Here is a video that's coming. This is with Simon Sky's The Limit collection. Here I just cut out a piece. You just take a piece of A2 cardstock and just put it right there, one edge on it, and cut that out. This has a cute kite, and there is Gina as a girl. So you guys saw her as a baby and a girl. Yes, she's in her 20s, but I am having fun right here, all in her pink glory. This is just so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. The clouds, love, 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 flying by to say hi. So come back to my channel later on this week to see this collection. Fun. This is what inspired it. This collection was designed by Vicky P, and she taught at the Weekender workshop. The Weekender will be available, crafters, coming soon. I believe it's the 28th of this month. So from last year's class, we learned this with the cloud. That's what I applied over here. So what you learn, and I will be doing a very slow step-by-step video too. Everybody will. So you will learn along the way, and you can just make the card over again, change up things. Here it is with an airplane. Here it is with Gina flying a kite, telling a story, 2 different stories. So fun, same style. Love. Here it is with the advent calendar. Look at the little bee. So pretty. Here it is also with another advent calendar favorite. Cat comes with the little floating heart. And here it is as intended from the collection. There's some other little add-ons to it, but I like to cover the foundation dies because those are the winners. But you can look at the whole Tunnelscapes collection. If I have space, I will put the first one and then I'll put COLL. That means collection. And then you can look at it in its entirety and see everything that's on sale, okay? Adorable. Love. Up next, Rainbow Slice Tunnel. Again, $19.79 from $32.99. Here it is as intended, mixing with the marine life, and I did all these layers. Love this. You have 4 sets of it. I made a cup of coffee with all the sunshine coming out of it. Love that as well. Recently, I decided to play with Simon's Space Adventure collection. Love this as well with the rocket and his newer space critters and the little astronaut too. Love that. So there is lots of play here. There is vacation, just saying hello, coworker at work, happy birthday. And then over here, a boy's card. Great foundation die. And I'm not even really touching the flowers. Only here I touch the flowers. But the flowers are fabulous too. Use them within this and outside of. Love. Next, crafters, underwater tunnel. Great marine life here. $19.79 from $32.99. Here it is as intended. Look how gorgeous this is for vacation, birthday, just lots of fun. I always think cruising when I see this as an underwater scene. Here it is going into outer space as a boy's card as well. Fun. It's just an organic shape, so you can stretch this any way you like. Fabulous set, okay? Love all 3 of them. I think they're all fabulous, strong foundation sets that are unique. So they help to tell a story. Speaking of story, we're going to tell an elegant story. This is Timeless 5x7 card front die. I normally keep this with the cameo frame, what you saw earlier with the peacock, but I kept it over here in foundation die. As cameo is a steal, this is a deal. So Timeless 5x7 gives you the 5x7 outside layer, layers on that give you great filigree detail. Then here is the oval, more detail and a center. As intended, here it is with club blooms. Here I have the sentiment, happy birthday. The sentiments that coordinate with this collection, which is a timeless collection, is on sale as well. So super pretty. So you see the detail, this piece? You can use wet glue or an adhesive sheet to adhere it onto the card. And here you saw it earlier with the rainbow bouquet flowers. And better press. Love, love, love. Nice oval too. Love this set. So this is $25.79. Winner. Anytime you need an elegant card, that's the one to reach for. Love. Mirrored arch label, $17.99 from $29.99. Largest die is an A2. 16 dies coming all the way in. Here it is on a more recent Better Press card. It works very well with Better Press. I showed you a few of it earlier too with the shape and Better Press. It's a fabulous shape. I love to layer it too. This is 3 layers coming in. 1, 2, and then that Better Press layer. So I just come in like this. Here it is with the Stitchmas Advent Calendar for Santa. Isn't that pretty? There's my poinsettia. Justine's Farm with a cow image and a frame. It creates a nice frame. And here are my florals again. You know what this center is, crafters? I took the smallest gem in the gems, which are also on sale, and put a bunch of them in here. I just wanted to see what that would look like. I see it catching the light now. Pretty. Love, love, love. I was just about to put it away. There's the other card I showed you earlier. See it as a shaped card? See the distance this time and still pretty. In the back to make it stand up. So fun. Club blooms again. And Better Press. That's a winning die set, but this is a super winner. This is Make-A-Wish Arch Labels dies. I've used this too many times to count. Largest die is an A2 with great scallop detail. Look at all these dashes. So you get 7 dies and a little tag. This is a die set that was introduced in the Monster Birthday Collection. I don't remember seeing the bundle, but the bundle has been a great deal as well, which include these cute critters and then this foundation die and I believe a stamp. So at $17.99, this is a steal. What makes this die set special is the range, and it's a very strong range. So the range starts off here, fun and playful when it was first introduced, and then it goes into very serious and elegant like that. Love, love, love. Make-A-Wish Arch. Look at this. Yana's Daisy. Look how pretty it is here. Fun, elegant. Fun, elegant Christmas. Wax seal, elegant. Sentiment card, elegant. It has a feeling too, even here with the sympathy card. It's just a nice little dressing, keeping it navy. So pretty, right? Here it is again, wax seal for the holidays. So it works all season too. Most of the time I use it as a shaped card. Here it is with the sentiment on the inside. So what you do is you just cut 2 of it, put a 1/2 inch score line, glue the tops together, and it becomes a top folding shaped card, okay? Also, crafters, this die is asymmetrical. So here is the front of the die when you run it through your machine, right? The pretty part. Here is the back of the die when you run it through the machine. Here is the front on the inside. So when a die is asymmetrical, some dies do not line up perfectly. They'll shift a little bit. This does not. Thumbs up for that. Same thing with that gift tag too. It is an asymmetrical die. Here it is with the pretty on the outside. So on the inside, you'll see not so pretty, and then pretty, pretty. That's what I mean by asymmetrical die. Some dies do not line up back to back like that well. They'll start to show themselves. Not this one. She's a winner. Here she is again, fun with the little on the farm die. Here she is as a shaker with the cozy toes. So pretty, right? Layered up. Here it is with one of the shaker domes. I believe shaker domes are on sale too. So definitely check that out. You can also use it for stamped images. Here it is for Easter with some shaky bits. And then here it is with my balloons and a sentiment on the inside as an easel card. Very versatile die set. This one is a by far winner. Here is her best friend, Essential Arches. This is 16 dies in here. Largest dies in A2 as well. This is $16.79 from $27.99. Some of the layers work very well over here. Also, it works with the new Perfect Touch Arches. Here is an example using 2 pieces here. And then one of these in here for that part. Here it is also for this layer. You see the difference? Because it doesn't have the detail. Here it is, 2 layers as well. For the Better Press image, that's Essential Arches working with Make-A-Wish Arch. Isn't that fabulous? Love, love, love. So love this set. Heartfelt thanks and scallop die. Largest die is not an A2, 4 by 5 1/4 inch. Comes with 3 layers, some hearts, and a sentiment thanks. These are 2 new cards with it. Here it is with wax seal, and here it is with collage bird. This is a Better Press set. Just having fun with this one. So this is a nice scallop set. Here's another elegant die set. Emerald cut labels and tag die. $16.79 from $27.99. Here it is with Winnie the Pooh, which is now fully back in stock. Here is the shaker. This is from the Advent calendar. Here is like a 2-layer of it. The largest die is an A2, okay? And it has this pretty little tag too. And here it is with Better Press. It's popped up on the side here, creating a frame, and the Better Press image is back here. So when you use this inner layer with it, you get this frame detail. When you don't use this inner layer, you get a solid piece like here. The second layer, I put the frame, and then I have that Better Press image as well. Thumbs up for innovation and elegance and pretty. It's just a pretty little die set. Emerald cut, winner. Essential Modern Ovals and Essential Stylish Ovals. $14.39 from $23.99. That's a great deal. Stylish Ovals, $17.99 from $29.99. 12 dies in this set, 16 dies in this set. This is a A2. This one comes out to 3 1/4 inch wide, 5 1/2 inch tall. This is a Spellbinders maker favorite. Here is a newer card with my son. This is from the same little smile. So you saw my daughter with the clouds, and here is my son framed out with this die. Isn't that fabulous? But because I use this little piece here, I still have that focal point here and then out here plain. Normally I'll flip it, but I think this is so cute. Here it is with the Advent calendar crafters. Look at that. Love that too. Essential Modern Ovals working both on a 5 by 7 and here on an A2, cutting out a window for the flamingo surrounded by beautiful foliage in the, where? Everglades? Somewhere. Fun. Here it is, framing a flower, 2 layers, but look at that busy background. Quieted here because I put it on this piece. So your eyes go here first. Look at the flowers. Oh, you're wonderful. Then it goes out here. You shouldn't be seeing this first. This brings you in first. That's why this is a great foundation die. Here it is again, bringing you directly in here first. You see, hello, big and bold, then the florals, then you come out here because this layer is solid, even though it's black on black, but you can see the texture difference between the two, right? Love. And lastly, this card has a few kit clubs going on, including that embossing folder, which is gorgeous. But if I had put all of this directly on that, too busy. Here it gave it an area and it told the story, but still kept that detail in the back. Thumbs up for pretty. Love Essential Modern Ovals. $14.39. Now, Essential Stylish Ovals. Where's my example of essential? Oh no, do I see an example? Crafters, I didn't bring out an example, but this is just a wider version of this. I have one example here. I've used this much more than once though. Trust me. But this is with the Stitchmas. I got so caught up pulling this out, I forgot to pull this out, but I do have one here. So you see, it's just a little bit wider. This is nice because when you need something a little wider, it works better. When I put this image over here, it didn't look right because it would have been too small and narrow like a capsule. This gives you more room. So these two play very well together. $17.99 from $29.99. Up next, Everlasting Circles. I love Everlasting Circles. This is $14.39 from $23.99. So the square is a super steal. This is a great deal. Here are two examples. This is from Simon's Space Adventure with the rocket ship with the little alien. Love this card. The circle cut a nice little window. This is with the Jump for Joy, also cutting a nice window. Here is my little frog prince. The die is called Frog Prince. Come back to my channel to see this video where I'll show you all the cute little frog dies. And I despise frogs, crafters. I think I made 5 cards with something I don't like, which is so insane, but it is what it is. And I put little sentiment there, have a sweet day. Isn't that fun? And this little detail comes in that Frog Prince die too. I used the help of Everlasting Circles to tell both of these stories. Love. Great boys card too. We're in the home stretch, crafters. I'm going to take a moment because I always have to take a moment for my favorite. This is Precision Layering A2 sets A and B. 16 dies in each. Largest die in set A is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Largest die in set B is 1/8 of an inch shorter. And when you go between them, that's the increment that you're looking at. This card is using the largest die from A in black and the largest die in B for the better press background. When you have that 1/8 of an inch space right here between the two, what you really have on your card is really 1/16 on all sides. You see the tight layer? And you can just go between the two, one after the other, and get tight layers. You can also spread them out. The beauty of this die, why I love to use it a lot, especially with Glimmer and Better Press. You see this image? If I was to use a trimmer, I doubt if I would cut this straight. But once I put the die on the top of this Better Press image, I'm starting out about here, I can see where it's straight. See how it's nice and straight? This is my frame to straighten it out. Here is 2 layers again with the gorgeous U collection. So super pretty. Here is a different version of it. 2 layers tight in here, spaced out from the outer A2 layer. Isn't this a gorgeous card? I love this card so much. It's the Tiffany blue that's just getting me. I want to say this is Seaside Color Wheel cardstock. It even helps to straighten out the sentiment. So if you press or glimmer a sentiment and it's not straight, use the die for placement, centering, and making it straight. That's what I did here. That's definitely what I did here. Here is an example of tight layers and not too much bulk. You see black, silver, and then the stencil image. Here it is again, definitely straightening out these 2 patterns. I have a top detail and a bottom detail, and if I had cut it wrong, you would notice it starts to shift and look strange. So by putting this die on it with these layers, look how it's perfect. These are single press plates too. This is not like a 2-layer press plate. This is a single and a single. So already I'm probably not straight. I use the die to help me straighten it out. And look at all the layers too. These are wide layers. Have fun with this. Here it is, creating a little story here with wax seal, adding interest with the layers. And last 2 I'm going to show you, putting 2 together. So you can go A2 and then come on in maybe about 3 and then create a frame and tell that story too, and then have something recessed on the inside. Love! Haven't done this in a while too. I need to. I've been having too much fun with Perfect Touch rectangles with this. They go very well together. You've seen it already in the examples I showed you, but I got to move on, crafters. I got to go eat dinner too. And I got to edit. I got to do a lot of editing. Oh, crafters, you don't know. I think some of you know that this is a lot of work, but it's a labor of love, and this is a fantastic sale. I have to share all the goodies with you guys. This is 5x7 matting basics in both sets A and B, 7 dies in each. This is coming in at $19.79 from $32.99 each. Largest die is not a 5x7 in set A. Largest die will always be in set A, okay? So if you are on a tight budget and you want to get one, get the set A. Eventually get set B, then you can play between the layers, but you can stay with set A. This is 1/8 of an inch shorter than a 5x7. So you have to cut a 5x7 base. But you play between these two too, and they're fun. There is not a precision layering A7 die set. I did ask though, because I said, oh, that would be good. And a lot of you do love your 5x7 like I do. Here is on one of my newer cards. This is with the Field Notes collection. Look how beautiful that is. So I cut this 5x7 and then 2 layers in here and using that new twine. Crafters, you love this twine and that little mini wax seal. Here it is on Better Press with my poinsettia coming in 4 layers. Mahogany out here, a gray layer, a black layer, and then a Better Press layer. So you see how it's doing nice seamless layers? Thumbs up, because this image is big, not 5x7 big, because too much white space. So I covered up the white space with a die image and then have the layers coming out back to a 5x7. Pretty. Mother's Day and Christmas. Here's another example. I cut this layer with one of the dies in here. Here is a glimmered image, 3 layers in, black, and then the white cardstock with glimmer. Here it is over the holidays. I had fun here, 5x7, and then I exaggerated the layers, went wider with the layers. So you can come tight like this. These two are tight, or you can go wider. But look at all the detail, because I wanted to have fun with this, but tell a story coming out. And I think it worked so well. So super pretty. This or this, and you want to straighten it out. Come on in with the 5x7 matting basics. Precision layering will do the same thing. It will just be smaller, but it will help to pick where you want to be on your image. One more card, because this is very easy to see the layers. 5x7, second layer is embossed. Here's one of the inner layers coming in with matte silver cardstock, and then another layer. You see the fun detail? This is 4 layers, crafters, but it doesn't look over the top, does it? It just looks seamless. Okay, crafters, in terms of tools and supplies, I told you about the original platinum machine for $99. Hero Arts inks, that's on sale. Better Press ink, that's on sale. Look towards the Woodlands ink Better Press if you don't own it already. That's now $14.24 from $18.99. Cotton card is on sale. Wax beads are on sale. The Wax Seal Starter Kit is on sale. Gems are on sale. Vivant trim, which is luxury ribbon, twine, and cord, is on sale. So you can definitely check that out. And hot foil rolls are on sale. So take your time looking through this sale. I'll try to break it down as much as possible. But that's it, crafters. Everything will be detailed and linked below. I may abbreviate because of space. I may have to push things together. But if you followed along and jot your notes, it will be in order listed below, okay? Alrighty, crafters, I'm going to go get something to eat, and then I'm going to get to editing and enjoy this spring cleaning warehouse sale. Check your wish list. Make sure that you get what you want now at a steal. Check out those super steals too. Those are great gift giving ideas, or if you want a second set for faster crafting. Just have fun with this sale. Remember, you get free shipping at 100, and check your rewards, because rewards equals cash. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.